changed my life. It's taught me a lot of things.
Best part about the band is the drum section.
I just love a marching band.
Best part of being a marching band is the music.
I love band.
Marching band is so much fun. It teaches you so much.
I can't think of anything that pulls people together better than music.
Hi guys, I'm Dave, and I love marching bands just like you do, but have you ever wondered how do they do what they do? I mean, how do they march and play their instruments at the same time? And how do they do all those fancy formations on the field? And hey, how do you join a marching band? Gee, I don't know. Well, let's go find out, because here comes a marching band.
Marching bands perform in all kinds of different events, and one of the most spectacular is the Tournament of Roses Parade. It features some of the best marching bands in the whole world. Marching bands have been around a long, long time, almost as long as there have been armies. Armies always used drums to keep the beat so they could march together. Soon, soldiers started adding other instruments, and before long, almost all instruments, at least the ones that were light enough to carry, were included in marching bands.
Look at that. Kids with instruments, we must be in the right place. Yeah, we've come to Rancho Buena Vista High School in Vista, California, home of one of the best marching bands in the country. We're going to learn all about marching bands, how they know where to go, how they play their instruments while they're marching at the same time, and all that stuff. So let's go inside. Whoa! That's the bell. Hey, wait for me, guys. Come on along. I must be getting close. I hear them practicing. Oh, there it is. This, my friend, is the band room. This is where it all happens. This is where they practice the music. The director figures out what music they're going to play, and they work out all the complicated moves they're going to do out on the field. And this is very serious stuff, so shh, be very quiet. We don't want to disturb them while they're practicing. But come on along. Let's go check it out. Shouldn't have done that.
Can I help you?
Oh, sorry about the disturbance. Hope I didn't break anything. I'm Dave, and we're here to learn all about marching bands for kids all over the world.
Sure, Dave. Come on in. Guys, let's take a little break, and I will sit down with Dave and tell him all about marching band.
Great!
Well, Dave, each member has these drill charts, and they have little X's on here, and they have a little number. And they figure out which number is them, and then they go from page to page, and they find their spot on each page and their number, and they memorize where they go on the field. Well, what we have to do is we start over the summertime, and we have lots of really long rehearsals, and we learn the very basics of marching. And we just build upon that, and we end up taking that first step, and then we take the second step. And we learn how to do that over and over and over again until they really have that kind of stuff memorized. And then we start to add the music with the marching.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, the basic step in marching band is called the glide step. And what this does is allow them to play their instruments really, really well. It makes them hold their instruments very, very still. And that's very important because they want to be able to play, and if they have things bouncing around on their face because they have to play their instruments, their sound will not be very good. They start with their heel, and they roll through all the way to their toe. So they have to have their toes way up in the air when they march. Also, when they're going backwards marching, we have them be up on their toes. And that also kind of cushions them in case there's any grass or any kind of holes that they step in so they don't fall over also. So Dave, you think you have all those memorized?
Oh, yeah, I'll figure it out. No
So,
problem.
do you want to join the band?
Me join your band?
Yeah.
One of the best marching bands in the country? Ho, ho, ho. I don't know.
Yeah, well, what do you guys think?
Sure, I'll join.
But first, we need to choose an instrument.
Yeah, an instrument. Now, which one am I going to play? Wow, look at this. This is a percussion section. Now, according to my research, a percussion instrument is any instrument that's struck with your hand, a mallet, or a stick. What is this thing?
This is called a marimba.
A marimba.
It's set up just like a piano.
Uh-huh.
And it's different than the xylophone down there because this has a warmer tone to it.
Not bad, huh?
That's called a tam-tam. We call it our gong.
Gee whiz, you didn't have to do that. What are these?
Those are called timpanis. They come in various sizes.
Wow, they got a foot pedal on them. Yeah. Bongos. What do you think?
Great.
What is this?
It's a vibraphone.
A fiberphone?
A vibraphone.
Vibraphone.
That's how
Wow.
it's supposed to be played.
Who's there? I think I'm going to have to move on to the woodwinds. Wow. That's pretty good. This is the woodwind section, right, guys?
Yep.
Now, the woodwind is made of instruments that have reeds and also flutes, and that's what you guys have.
Yes.
Now, this is a little tiny flute. What's this called?
It's a piccolo.
A piccolo.
Yes, and it plays an octave higher than normal flutes. And
Can you play
really
just a
high
little
and-
bit on so
and-
we can hear it?
yeah, it's kind of high, so
Sounds like a little robin out in the woods, doesn't it?
sure.
Okay. I think so anyway. And this one, play that one for me. This is a regular flute, right? Very nice.
A little lower.
Can I try that? Now, where do all my fingers go? Just along
Basically
here?
where they just fit. Yep.
Try to
Just where they
cover up
just
the
fit.
holes. This is
Oh,
an
you got to
open
cover
hole
the holes.
flute.
I see that. So it works. So
Yep.
you cover the holes, and then you just blow.
Yep. No, I gotta put lower in your
I think I'll try something else. Now these are the reed instruments that we were talking about, right? They both have reeds. This one a little bigger than this one. Now this one looks like a saxophone, but it's not, right?
Right.
What is it?
It's a bass clarinet.
A bass clarinet. This is the reed, right?
Yeah.
And what's that made out of?
It's made out of bamboo.
Bamboo, and you just blow on it, it vibrates and makes a noise.
Yeah.
Now this is a regular clarinet.
Yes.
Now, can you show me how that works? So this is kind of like a flute. You put your fingers on the holes, but it has a reed that you vibrate. Is that how it works?
Yes, it vibrates.
Okay. And the same thing with you.
Yeah.
And this is a bass clarinet.
Yes, it is.
Let me hear it. Cool. And that vibrates too. Yeah. Can I try one of these? Because, see, I'm going to be a band member, and, well, I've tried everything else, and nothing's worked so far. Sure. What do we do now? I just put my hands on here, okay, and I just blow.
Yes.
Pretty good, but not good enough to be in the band. Now I know what this is. These are both saxophones, right?
Right.
But I have a question. Now, they're made out of brass and silver. Why aren't they part of the brass section?
Because they have reeds, just like all
Oh,
the
they
other-
got reeds, these bamboo reeds on these
Yep.
too, huh? Now this is what, an alto sax?
Yes.
Tell me how that works.
Has keys, unlike clarinets. This has keys all like go up. There's many various sizes of saxophones. It's about 5 different.
Yeah, like an alto and a tenor? And
baritone sax.
And now when you play these, is it hard?
Somewhat.
Because I heard it turns your hair red.
Right.
It does? Will my hair turn red?
5 years.
No, obviously you have brown hair, so can you try it for me?
Sure.
Cool, man. Hi. This is part of the brass section. They're the loudest part of the band that you hear, and their instruments are made out of brass. Can I? This is a trumpet. Now some of these are not brass; they're silver. But brass and silver, and they're all really cool looking, and they have little buttons that you play, right?
Yes.
So tell me about it. How do you make the sound?
Well, you do a little buzz into the horn, and then you push the different buttons, and a different sound comes out.
A buzz into the horn. Just
Yep. Yep.
takes practice. no
Lots
doubt.
of practice.
Wow, let me see you do it again. Through the horn. Good, very good. This looks like a trumpet that grew up.
Just
Bigger.
a little bit. Yeah, it's a little different than a trumpet. It's a mellophone or a marching French horn. Makes a little bit of a different sound, a more mellow sound.
But you still buzz to make it work, right?
Just like them, yeah.
Show me. Very pretty. What's this?
That's our spit valve.
A spit valve?
Yes, every time we play in it, our air gets all watered up, so we have to empty it out every while, or else it sounds like popcorn.
Oh, we don't want that.
No.
Oh, I know what these are. These are trombones. Can I try it?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Now, these work different. Wait a minute. Aren't these supposed to slide?
Have to unlock the.
Oh, I knew that. I just forgot.
The trombone isn't like any other instruments. All the other instruments have little keys that they have to push down, but
Yeah,
this
the little
one
buttons.
has this cool little slide. The slide, as you push it down, gets longer, so the sound goes lower, and when you bring it back up, it gets higher.
Hey, and I know what this is. It's a spit valve.
Yep.
But you
See
don't
the
have,
spit
oh,
coming
you
out.
do have spit. Fully loaded spit valve. All right, guys. Now, this has got to be the big daddy of the brass, right? Hello in there? Anybody home? Home, home, home. You must be the person home. What's your name?
Katie.
Katie. How come a little girl like you plays a big instrument like this?
I think I like it.
Good. What's it called?
It's a tuba or a sousaphone.
A sousaphone or a tuba. And this is the biggest of the buzzers, right?
Yeah.
You still got a buzz to play this? And it's got the keys again. And how much does that weigh? Is it real heavy?
30 to 40 pounds.
Boy, you have to work out to march in a... What if you get in a big parade? Don't you get tired?
A little bit, yeah.
But you can handle it. Let me hear you play it. I think I better move on.
5, 6, 7, 8.
One of the most important parts of a marching band is the color guard, because they provide, well, all the color. Sometimes they twirl rifles and sabers, not real ones, of course, because that would be too dangerous. But mostly, they twirl these beautiful, colorful flags.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll be fine. And your name is?
Katie.
Well, Katie, listen. I want to know about color guards because I might join up.
Oh,
Yeah.
color guards add color and prettiness to the band's performance on the field.
Yeah.
We dance around, we spin flags, we have a lot of fun, perform to the audience. It's a great activity.
But I don't see any guys in the color guard, so is it possible for a guy to be in the color guard?
It's definitely possible to join if any guy would like to.
Oh, well, what's it take to do that?
A lot of hard
Have to
work.
pass a test?
No test at all. You
Oh,
just
that's
come,
good.
you try out, you learn some skills, and you make it, and you learn the rest of the skills.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty easy.
So that's it?
That's it. No, actually, we have hard work. It's practice.
Practice.
Uh-huh.
And so when do you practice?
During school, and then after school.
After school.
After school. And then on Saturdays sometimes.
Saturdays?
On Saturdays, yes.
Oh, gee.
And then also at home.
At home?
Like homework, yeah.
Oh, man. Well, you know what? I think I'll leave the color guard stuff up to you.
Okay.
And I'll find something else to do. This is a, what?
A snare drum.
Snare drum? And why do they call it a snare drum?
Because it has snares going across the bottom.
That's what these are? These are snares?
Yeah.
Okay. And then on top?
This is a drum head.
And they call it?
A skin.
A skin. You provide the beat that the whole band marches to, right? And I'll bet the bass drum provides the big beat. Boom, boom, boom. That's what I'll play. I can't possibly screw that up. Thanks. That's not gonna work. That's way too heavy. Wait a minute.
4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
A drum major. He doesn't have to play an instrument. All he has to do is march and lead the band. That's what I'll do. I know I can do that. Excuse me. You're the drum major, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to walk and play an instrument at the same time, right?
Nope.
You're the guy in charge. You get to conduct the band. You're the big guy, right?
That's my job.
That's the job for me. Can I talk to you for just a second?
Sure.
Come on down. Wow. Look at that uniform. Oh, boy, I'd look good in one of those. Now, tell me, what does the drum major have to really do? What's the most important thing?
What's the most important thing is they have their hands up and they conduct the band.
Like that?
Yeah.
As long as you keep the beat, the band can follow you.
Yep.
That's right. And if you lose the beat, the band gets lost.
Yes.
Oh, it's an important job, isn't it? Wow. And how do you feel wearing that uniform?
I feel great.
Can I try this?
Sure.
Well, look, it's tied on down here. Look at this hat. It has a feather and a big emblem and even a chin strap. How do I look?
You need a little work.
A little work?
Yes.
Well, I'm willing to work. What do I have to do?
It's a series of things. You have to conduct the band and you have to say commands out loud.
Oh, like what?
Well, one of them is called Ben 10 Hut.
Ben 10 Hut!
And the band responds with hit. They have to stand straight and they can't move.
Ben 10 Hut! And the band would say?
Hit!
Ben 10 Hut!
Hit!
Ben 10 Hut!
Hit!
Ben 10 Hut!
Hit!
That's the only one? There must be something else. What do you do if you want them to march?
You say forward, march.
Oh, okay. Ben 10 Hut!
Hit!
Forward, march!
Dave, you need a little bit more practice.
Yeah. I know practice. Practice makes perfect, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, how did I do?
You did great.
Thanks.
Now go ahead and get a uniform.
I get a uniform just like this?
Yes, you do.
It's Drum Major Dave. Watch out, because here I come. Thanks so much, Nico. Thank you. I owe it all to my band members. They did all the work. Oh, hi, guys. Gosh, I hope I didn't mess you guys up. No. Tell you what, I think I better leave the real drum major until the real drum major, especially since you got that big competition coming up. Thanks for letting me join the band now, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll come along, and I'll cheer you on to victory in the stands, all right? Yeah! All right, let's go win that competition.
Go win it for Dad!
Wow, look at that place. That's the RCA Dome. We've come all the way to Indianapolis, Indiana for the Bands of America Grand National Championships. There's more than 88 bands here to compete. Nobody knows who's going to win the big prize. Look, they gave me a sweatshirt with Bands of America on it and a press pass so we can go behind the scenes and see anything we want to. So what do you say we go in and see who wins the big trophy? Come on along. I wouldn't normally do this, but I got my media pass, so come on. This is where it all takes place. This is the inside of the RCA Dome. Now, it's empty right now because they're getting ready for the big competition. But tonight, there'll be 27,000 people in the stands rooting on the best bands in America. Oh, I can hardly wait. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3.
What an exciting night. Even though my buddies at Rancho Buena Vista didn't win this competition, there's always next year. And we all had a great time. And that's what music is all about. Having fun.
Well, we've all had lots of fun learning about marching bands. And one thing for sure, they're fun to watch. But you know what? They're even more fun to be part of. Right, guys? Yeah! So if you'd like to be in a marching band, check at your local school, check at your local library. And until next time, we'd like to thank the Bands of America organization for making this all possible, and these guys, the Rancho Buena Vista Marching Band. Until next time, this is Drum Major Dave saying, I'll see you on our next musical adventure. Hey!
We are about creating and providing positively life-changing experiences for kids, and we use music, particularly band, as our vehicle.
I think the best part is playing the music because it's fun. It's fun not only for us, but for the audience as well, because that's why they're here.
The best part is having a family this big and getting to do something so great as music with them.
Being with all my friends, learning, different skills, and just having a great time.
It changed my life. It's taught me a lot of things.
Band is so much fun. It teaches you so much. It taught me respect, teamwork, and everything else.
The people are awesome. It's fun being in front of people, and I love when crowd cheers for you, and it's a great feeling.
It helps me to work on mental things and work more and achieve goals.
It makes me feel good.
I didn't used to be, you know, like, I didn't talk to anybody. I was really shy and all that. But then I started to actually, you know people and then talk to them, and I got a whole big group of friends and pretty much consider them my family.
Band gives you a chance to measure your achievement. It gives you the opportunity to see your work, to be a part of a group working to accomplish a common goal.
The best part's the friendship.